The term Planet X was coined by the American astronomer Percival Lowell sometime between 1905 and 1908. It describes an unobserved planet that perturbs the orbit of a known planet. Perturbation is a deviation in a planet's orbit, and the planet X we are searching for is Neptune's perturber. For this reason, Planet X is described in ancient wisdom texts and folklore. For around the world is Marduk, the Frightener, the Destroyer, Hercules, Nibiru, and more. In 1929, 14 years after Lowell's death, a young astronomer by the name of Clyde Tombaugh was retained by the Lowell Observatory to carry on the search for Planet X. On February 18, 1930, he discovered Pluto. At the time, astronomers believed he had found Planet X, Neptune's perturber. Consequently, the topic of Planet X languished for some time after Tombaugh's discovery. However, after the discovery, Pluto's moon, Charon, in 1978 was determined that Pluto lacked the mass to Neptune's perturber, as it is only about 60% the size of our own moon. In 1950, Immanuel Velikovsky published Worlds in Collision, and he was viciously attacked by the mainstream science. Even though he corresponded frequently with Albert Einstein. What generated this medieval response from modern science? That Velikovsky used ancient accounts to question the Darwinism notion of evolution, even evidence of periodic cataclysms. On March 3, 1972, NASA launched the Pioneer 10 spacecraft to explore the outer planets. However, according to government whistleblowers, the real purpose was to find Planet X, or at least to help narrow down the search field. An interesting aspect of Pioneer 10 is that it also carried a small golden anodized aluminium plaque designed by astronomer Carl Sagan. Should the spacecraft be founded by extraterrestrials, a race of beings living on a planet called Nibiru, bioengineered early hominoids on Earth to turn them into slaves for the purpose of mining gold? Could the Anunnaki, these beings, lived on planet Sumerians called Nibiru, what we call as Planet X today? And the Sumerian accounts tell us that it orbits our Sun every 3,600 years and flies through the core of our solar system, often causing great cataclysms. On Earth, Stitchin's translations and theories are corroborated by ancient wisdom texts called the Colburn Bible, and according to Planet X historians Craig Jenner in his book Planet X and the Colburn Bible Connections, previous flybys of this mysterious object called and caused the sinking of Atlantis, the deluge, and the 10 plagues of Exodus. Although Sitchin was continuously mocked and attacked by fundamentalists, our government took his work seriously, and on January 25, 1983, NASA launched the infrared astronomical satellite IRAS. Its mission was to map the sky using infrared. According to NASA, IRAS was unable to complete its mission due to a failure in its supercooling system, and much of the data collected from the probe was classified and has never been disclosed. Several government whistleblowers say that this was a cover-up because NASA shut down and after it imaged the planet X. In the Victoria Advocate article published on June 14, 1988, NASA astronomer Dr. John Anderson was quoted as saying, "From the Pioneer 10 spacecraft indicated the existence of Planet X." Also note that this article was sourced from Google News and was featured by Yowza.com March 2012 article titled "The Planet X Cover-Up" in the mainstream media. Following publication of our article, the entire June 14th, 1988 edition was deleted from the Google News site. However, a complete copy is available through the Yowza.com subscribers. But what is relevant here, that is, that Anderson is a NASA astronomer with one heck of a resume, and what he said in that 1988 news article was very powerful. In that article, he said, "We have a 90 to 99% confidence that Uranus and Neptune are being disturbed, and by one candidate, for that is a single Planet X." At that point, our government became more interested in keeping the public, the attention focused much closer to home. After all, if you can't see it, it's not there. So go back to sleep, the whole world, because it is to be. However, a few curious minds had other intentions. On October 1988, Dr. Robert S. Harrington, the chief astronomer for the U.S. Naval Observatory, published his paper, "The Location of Planet X," in the Astronomical Journal. In August 30th, 1990, television interview with Zecharia Sitchin, he also showed such in a diagram that he had created approximately the location of Planet X. Following that interview, Harrington commissioned the construction of a very special telescope for a Planet X photographic sky survey in 1991, which was completed at the Black Birch Observatory in New Zealand. The New Zealand observations were performed using Harrington's calculations, and the results were sent to NASA. However, those films vanished and have never been seen again, which leaves us a big question. Did Harrington actually find Planet X, Neptune's perturbator?